said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Longhorns ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Leaves it with the back. All by himself down the middle. A 40. A 20. Past the 10. And he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On the run, fires downfield. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Brings into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Hand off from the gun. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. The Longhorns will hustle for the line. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
They'll move the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna look downfield again. Another incompletion on third down.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force the incompletion on third down.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Power football with the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. He now has 84 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. Motion from the wideout. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quarterback may change this route. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Flips it out in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Give to the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. On the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Burks. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Wide open downfield. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Looking to scramble. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. The coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Send the tight end in motion. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Burks. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. And he'll finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yeoman Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Southern. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. Oh, he's got some space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Mung. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Just a short pass to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. Then some touchdown Longhorns. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid comments.
There he goes to the right. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll throw on third down. Going to try to get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get.
It's a seam wide open. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, and he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gets the back moving. Using his feet. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Scanning the field, it's Burks. Pocket breaking down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This is a designed run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And they'll wrestle wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Quarterback keeps it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Burks. Fires to the big fella. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. You've got a tie game. You've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up.
Turning it on at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead with the 6. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Ohio is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout. Those Bobcats fans will remember for some time. They're up by 18 over Wake Forest. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Catch in the middle, it's Turbin. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's Burks. Fires to the right. He's got it. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs.
There he goes! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
Yes, he's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here comes the Texas offense back on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got it in the middle. It's Mung. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Caught in the backfield, it's Robbins. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working for them.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Intercepted to stop the threat. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Husker. It is one thing to come out with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Looking for a man. It's Burks. He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up.
How about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown, and now throw on the 2-point conversion. Give this team 8.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Breaks into the open. The 40. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Texas. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care, and that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all time.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Burks. Dumps it off in the flats. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. The play action fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Snatches it on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. The give to the single back. Across the 35. At the 20, he's got space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. He wants to throw it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Direct snap. Slithers into space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. finds his target down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Nebraska, 21.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Looking to throw, it's Burks. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo. Offense changing the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Winston. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
Wants to throw on third down. Working the middle. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
But trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
To the air on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the move. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air, it's Burks. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Going to swing it on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On fourth down, going to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that fourth down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. And some room to work. Turning it on. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Creates a little space. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On the direct snap, it's Shaw. Wide open spaces. He's a touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal, going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Burks. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Blasted as he lets it go. Complete in the middle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation.